morning, ladies and gentlemen. We will now commence the 76th Annual General Meeting of PI Industries Limited. This meeting is being conducted through video conferencing. For the smooth conduct of the meeting, all the lines of the shareholders are on mute mode, and the audio and video of the shareholders will be enabled once they are invited to speak at the EAGM by the chairperson. The proceedings of the EAGM are also being recorded. May I request Mr. Narayan K. Seshadri, Chairperson of the Board, PI Industries Limited, to take the chair and start conducting the EAGM proceedings. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Board of Directors of PI Industries, I extend a warm welcome to you all at the 76th Annual General Meeting of your company, PI Industries Limited, being held through audiovisual means. I'm informed that the quorum required for the meeting is present, therefore, I declare the meeting open. Before I turn to the formal agenda of the meeting, permit me to introduce the directors of your company and others attending the meeting virtually. Mr. Mayank Singhal, Vice Chairperson and Managing Director. Mr.
Good
Rajneesh
afternoon, everyone.
Sarna, Joint Managing Director. Mr. Arvind Singhal, Non-Executive, Non-Independent Director. Mr. Shobhinder Durgal, Independent Director and Chairperson of the Audit Committee. Ms. Lisa Brown, Independent Director and Chairperson of the Nomination and Remuneration Committee. Ms. Pia Singh, Independent Director and Chairperson of Corporate Social Responsibility Committee. Dr. T.S. Balaganesh, Independent Director and Chairperson of the Stakeholder Committee. Dr. Balaganesh is in the US and therefore has some difficulties in being able to join, but nevertheless, I thought I should introduce you to him to you as well. We also have with us Mr. Manikantan Vishwanathan, Chief Financial Officer, Ms. Somal Ramanand Tiwari, Company Secretary. I also record the presence of Saugata Mukherjee, representing the statutory auditors, Pricewaterhouse Chartered Accountants, Ashish K. Friends, scrutinizer, R.S. Bhatia, practicing Company Secretary, Secretarial Advisor. I also record that all feasible planning and execution has been done to facilitate electronic participation and voting by the shareholders for this AGM. It is further confirmed that the e-voting will remain accessible throughout the EAGM and 30 minutes thereafter. I will now take up the formal proceedings of the annual general meeting. The relevant documents referred in the notice calling the EAGM, including Register of Contracts or arrangements in which directors are interested, Register of Directors and key managerial personnel and their shareholding, and certificate from the Secretarial Auditor of the company certifying that the employees' stock option scheme of the company is being implemented in accordance with the SEBI Share-Based Employee Benefits and Sweat Equity Regulations 2021 are accessible for inspection by the shareholders electronically on KFIN and the company's website throughout the duration of the EAGM proceedings. Let me share with you some thoughts about the company and the macroeconomic outlook with you. Again, I'd like to, on behalf of the directors of PI Industries, welcome you to the 76th Annual General Meeting. We continue to meet digitally, which enables a lot more shareholder participation. Our first ever integrated annual report of the company, inter alia, containing the maiden business responsibility and sustainability report, director's report, the notice of this AGM, and the audited financial statements for the financial year ended March 31, 2023, have been with you for some time now. I will, with your kind permission, take them as read. We have been through a chaotic period over the last couple of years affecting global macroeconomic environment due to unforeseen disruptions. Despite these market uncertainties, PI would confidently say, has become stronger. Management team at PI, through their unstinting efforts and continued support from all stakeholders, has worked to deliver outstanding financial and strategic results. Your company, always being aware of and working towards effective environmental management and sustainability, has further exponentially increased its efforts, embracing ESG principles and directing its functioning and actions through the ESG lens. Our bold purpose of reimagining a healthier planet is testament to our commitment to make our Mother Earth a better one. Moving to the Indian economic outlook, India is the fifth largest economy with an estimated GDP of US dollar 3.74 trillion. Its resilience has overcome COVID-19 pandemic, the uncertainties of the Russia-Ukraine war, and many other factors buffeting the global economy. It has emerged as the fastest growing major economy, recording a remarkable GDP growth of 6.8%. The policies adopted by the government has led to a sharp rebound in the economy and realizing its inherent growth potential. The growth trajectory will see India continue to remain in its position as the fastest growing major economy with an average GDP growth of 6.1% per year in the period from 2023 to 2024. Increased government spending on infrastructure and various business facilitation measures should attract private investment and support the expansion of manufacturing capacity and thereby the economic growth. Let me touch upon the company's business overview, financial review, and also outlook. With over 75 years of service, PI Industries has established itself as a leading agrochemical company in India. Our strong brand recognition and global presence are built on the pillars of trust, integrity, and respect. We have secured exclusive distribution rights from multinational corporations, expanding our product line to meet the evolving needs of our customers. From research and development to manufacturing, marketing, and customer engagement, PI provides a comprehensive range of services. We have consistently delivered value added solutions to farmers in India and worldwide, creating a niche market and leaving a lasting impact on our customers. Through a strategic, differentiated, and partnership based approach, we have achieved rapid growth and delivered superior returns to all our stakeholders. Financial review, including dividend. Now, during FY23, PI's revenue from operations grew by 23% to 64,920 million rupees as compared to 52,995 million in the previous year. The company saw strong growth in export of 26% in FY23, contributing to the volume growth of existing products and the commercialization of new products. Domestic revenue were up by 12%, well in line with the company's business plan. PI's net profit for the year saw a 46% growth to 12,295 million rupees from 8,438 million in FY23. The board of directors have recommended a final dividend of 550%, which is rupees 5.5 per share. This is in addition to interim dividend of rupees 4.5 that was already declared in FY23, taking the total dividend to rupees 10 per share for the financial year. The company saw significant improvement in its free cash flow and gross cash during FY23. Total capex entailed in FY23 was rupees 3,385 million. Order book position continues to stay strong at $1.8 billion with high visibility growth for the next couple of years. PI's growth is a result of our manufacturing excellence, effective and efficient commercialization of new molecules for our customers, high quality product portfolio, and our ability to upscale products. Your company will continue to work on these capabilities to deliver even better results in the future. Business outlook. A growing population, increasing demand for agricultural products, both in the domestic market and international market, improved awareness about the products and the necessity to increase productivity per hectare are key factors of growth. These positive trends and the integration of farming practices in the country are expected to propel growth rates in the application of new greener agrochemicals. PI is an industry leader and using sustained R&D efforts, having a knowledge-oriented vision and turning to greener chemistry, it aims to establish itself as a sustainability leader, a benchmark in every segment it operates. On the export front, the company continues to maintain a robust order book in exports as a solid foundation for revenue visibility and expansion. With planned commercialization of new molecules and continued focus on process innovation, PI is well positioned to maintain its growth and profitability in FY24. The prediction of another normal monsoon for the crop year 23-24 bodes well for India's agricultural industry. The output of food grains as well as fruits and vegetables are likely to break records for a second consecutive year. Therefore, the domestic demand for agrochemicals is likely to continue its upward trend, which improves PI's prospects. The company intends to introduce 5 new products to domestic markets during FY24. In addition, its targeted approach to the horticulture segment through Gvagro, combined with a robust pipeline of new product launches, will support domestic market growth in FY24 and beyond. The company's increasing investments and activities in the R&D domain will continue to hone its scientific prowess and complex chemistry capabilities to not only increase the loyalty of its existing innovator customers but also attract many new customers from the AGM space and beyond. An increase in market share and the corresponding growth can take place only when the business is being responsibly conducted. We strive to improve resource efficiency, reduce waste and pollution, and promote sustainable consumption through ethical marketing practices to ensure responsible growth for better tomorrow. Our strategic diversification into the pharmaceutical sector marks an important milestone for our company. We are expanding our presence in this industry through key acquisitions and partnerships. Recently, our wholly owned subsidiary PI Health Sciences Limited has acquired Therachem Research Medilab LLC, a renowned provider of chemistry-driven solutions for medicinal chemistry research and development with a focus on rare diseases. This acquisition includes TRM subsidiaries in India, TRM India and Solis Pharmachem, as well as its US assets. PIHS has also acquired Archemica SPA as CGMP certified API manufacturer based in Italy. These acquisitions are a significant step towards establishing a strong foothold in the pharmaceutical CDMO space. By leveraging our expertise and resources, we aim to deliver comprehensive services and products to pharmaceutical and biopharmaceutical companies worldwide. We are dedicated to building a differentiated position across the pharmaceutical value chain. To support our expansion, we are developing a state of the art integrated pharmaceutical research center in Hyderabad. This center will serve as a hub for CRO and CDMO offering, catering to a broad range of customers throughout the life sciences value chain. Through these strategic moves, we are poised to tap into the vast global market of CDMO, broaden our offerings, and strengthen our position in the pharmaceutical industry. We remain committed to creating sustainable growth and delivering value to our shareholders while advancing healthcare solutions for the betterment of the society. On the corporate social responsibility front, PI, through its initiative, has made substantial impact in the lives of communities and protecting natural resources. Our CSR policy directs us towards inclusive development that creates value for the communities around our locations of operations and our farmers across geographies. In line with core philosophy of caring, PI through its foundation has implemented various programs to empower women in rural areas for better income through awareness, training for access to finance, and better livelihood opportunities. Our projects on health, hygiene, and sanitation have reached over 90,000 people so far. Our employability linked skill program has been able to place approximately 90% of youth around locations. So far, more than 2,800 youth are placed and participating in mainstream economic activities of the country. The education program focusing on learning outcomes of children has reached so far as 82 villages. Our sustainable agricultural programs have helped farmer communities follow right agricultural practices as well as save precious natural resources. As responsible corporate, your company is committed to continue to strengthen impacting our communities and farmers for a better life and make every effort to conserve natural resources and water. I'd like to take this opportunity to express my sincere appreciation for the support of all our stakeholders, including shareholders, employees, business associates, bankers, central government and its departments, state governments of Rajasthan, Gujarat, Maharashtra, and Telangana, farmers, and our global customers, including joint venture partners, for their confidence reposed in PI. I would also like to thank all my fellow board members for their valuable guidance and contributions to the company's management. Finally, I thank the management team and our employees for their efforts in building your company's future. Thanking you for your continued support. Let me get into the real business of the day. Pursuant to Section 145 of the Companies Act 2013, qualification, observations, or comments on financial transactions or matters which have any adverse effect on the functioning of the company mentioned in the auditor's report is required to be read at the annual general meeting. Since there is no observation, qualification, or comment by the statutory auditors and secretarial auditors in their report which have any adverse effect on the functioning of the company, their reports are not required to be read. I will now address the business of the meeting. There are 5 resolutions which need to be looked into. First one, to consider and adopt the standalone and consolidated financial statements of the company for the financial year ended March 31, 2023, together with the board and auditors' report thereon. Number two, to confirm the payment of interim dividend of rupees 4.5 per equity shares of face value rupees 1 each, and to declare final dividend on equity shares for the financial year ended 31st March 31st, 2023. To appoint a director in place of Mr. Arvind Singhal, DIN 00092425, who retires by rotation and being eligible offers his candidature for reappointment. Ratification of remuneration to cost auditor for the financial year ended 23-24. There is a special resolution which is payment of remuneration by way of commission to Mr. Narayan K. Seshadri, DIN 00535563, non-executive, non-independent chairperson. In accordance with Section 108 of the Companies Act 2013, Rule 20 of the Company's Management and Administration Amendment Rules 2015 and Regulation 44.2 of the SEBI LODR regulations, the company has provided remote e-voting facilities to all shareholders, for which the voting lines were kept open from 9 a.m. IST August 13, 2023 to 5 p.m. IST August 16, 2023. The company has engaged the services of KFin Technologies Limited to facilitate remote e-voting and e-voting during the EAGM. Mr. Ashish K. Friends, practicing company secretary, has been appointed by the board of directors of the company as the scrutinizer for scrutinizing the e-voting process in a fair and transparent manner. He will submit his consolidated report on votes cast for and against each of the resolutions mentioned in item number 1 to 5 of the notice to the chairperson. As the AGM is being held virtually, the option for physical voting at AGM is not available. However, in addition to the remote e-voting facility, the company is also providing e-voting facility during the EAGM. The shareholders attending the meeting through VCOAVM and who have not cast their vote through remote e-voting and not depart from doing so are eligible to cast their vote through e-voting system during the EAGM. By clicking on the voting icon displayed on the screen, shareholders will be redirected to KFin's e-voting platform to cast their votes. The e-voting facility will close after 30 minutes from the conclusion of this EAGM. We now open the floor for shareholders who have registered themselves as speaker shareholders to express their views or raise any questions they may have on the agenda items discussed during this meeting. The queries shall be answered after all the allowed speaker shareholders have raised their questions. We kindly request shareholders who wish to speak to be brief in view of the paucity of time. Further, if you refer to any specific item in the annual report, please indicate the corresponding page number for clarity. Additionally, we urge you not to duplicate any questions that have already been asked by the other shareholders to ensure an efficient and productive discussion. Your cooperation is greatly appreciated as we strive to accommodate everyone's participation within the limited time available. I would request the moderator to unmute the speaker shareholders one by one, enabling them to participate in the question and answer session in an orderly manner.
Thank you so much, sir. I will now unmute the shareholders who have registered themselves as speaker during the AGM to enable them to express their views or ask their questions. And in the interest of time, we request individual speaker shareholders to limit their questions and views to a maximum of 3 minutes. We now have the first question from Mr. Rajesh Kevalram Chenani. Sir, kindly unmute your audio, switch on your video, and ask your question.
So, am I audible, sir?
Yes, sir.
Respected Chairman, Mr. Narayan Shishadri ji, Mayank Singhal ji, and Vishwanathan ji, and a very highly esteemed distinguished board of directors, my fellow shareholders, I am Rajesh Chenani, speaking from Mumbai. So first of all, I thank our company secretary, Ms. Sonal Tiwari ji, for sending the email notice very well on time, which is full of all the information, details provided. Sir, I got the opportunity to hear your speech also about the company, sir, which is very good, sir. A very prospective, very good prospects are there, sir. Sir, I just want to know what is the future? How do you see the coming year, sir? Coming 1 year to 2 years, sir. How do you see the growth in the company, sir? Because the company has performed very well. So now from here, what, sir? So if you can just throw the light, sir. I went through your speech also. And so the share capital of the company is 15 crores. And with the grace of God, our reserves are very good, sir. So, sir, are you planning for any bonus, sir? Because the stock split is now nothing going to happen. It's a face value of one, sir. So if you could go for, sir. And so the promoter holding is 46.09. So, sir, are there any plans of increasing, sir? Because the SEBI has permitted us to 75%. So if you can just throw the light on that, sir. And so the public holding is 10.76, which is still very good, sir, compared to the other companies, sir. So shareholders, entities have made good money in the company, sir. Sir, nothing much else to expect over the coming months are of festivals, sir. So I have a few words for you and for everybody, sir. चांद की चांदनी, ईद की लहर, फूलों की खुशबू, अपनों का प्यार, मुबारक हो चेयरमैन सर आपको, सारे बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर्स और मेरे प्यारे शेयरहोल्डर्स भाइयों को आने वाले त्योहार सर. With this, sir, I wish you all the very best for the coming festive months also, sir. And hope the coming year really our company really rocks, sir, under your leadership, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much, Mr. Chenani. We now invite Mr. Abhishek J to speak. Sir, kindly unmute your audio and proceed with your question.
Yeah, me, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, sir. Sir, we are not able to hear you properly. Kindly come closer to the microphone and speak.
Now is it okay, sir? Now is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Sir, my name is Abhishek, shareholder of the company. My DPI IN 301637 and client ID is 41359155. So first of all, I congratulate the management on the eve of 76th annual general body meeting. Sir, trust all is well with you and your family. In this challenging situation, our company deserves much more respect than the current market cap. After completing more than a decade of successful operations, profitability, dividend history, and becoming one of the strongest brand in our respective segment. Sir, I would like to know how our business was being impacted in the past 3 years of this COVID time. The coronavirus and the subsequent lockdowns have left virtually no industry untouched after the COVID. Any employees have been sacked, higher salary cut in percentage, if any, I would like to know from you, sir. And what are the steps being taken by the management to reduce the other expenses, legal professional charges, and the audit fee. So then myself and my team are running a legal firm in the name and style of Seven Wells Associates in Chennai. So I would request you to kindly enroll our firm in the empanelment of the company, and we will be glad to extend our services, sir. And nothing much to ask, sir. Sir, then one more thing, I would request the management to kindly consider hybrid AGMs in the years to come, sir, because most of the local shareholders, senior citizens, will not be able to join in this virtual platform because of the digital challenges in this virtual platform. So I would request you to kindly consider hybrid AGM so that local shareholders can join you physically, and we can join you, pan-India shareholders can join you virtually, and you can get the valuable points, suggestion, and ideas that will be helpful for the management to cover in future, sir. So then, nothing much to ask. I thank the company secretary and their entire team for sending me the link well in advance and making this 76th annual general body meeting a grand success. I wish the company and the board of directors a great success and prosperity in the coming future. And thank you for giving the opportunity, sir. Hope to see you in the physical AGM next month. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so much, Mr. Abhishek. We now invite our last speaker shareholder, Ms. Celestine Elizabeth Mascarenes. Madam, kindly unmute your audio and ask your question.
Yes, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes.
And visible? Huh?
Yes,
And visible also?
yes, visible also.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, fine. Respected Chairman Emirates, Chairman Mr. Narayan K. Seshadri, Vice Chairman Mayank Singhal, other members of the board, my fellow shareholders who is in this VC meet, I am Mrs. C.E. Mascarenes. I am speaking from Mumbai. First of all, I thank the company secretary, Madam Sonal Tiwari, and her team for sending me an e-annual report and also registering me as a speaker at my request and giving me this good platform, which was much easy to operate. Thank you so much. Now I come to the annual report. Annual report is very good, full of information, facts and figures. At the same time, self-explanatory, adhering to all the norms of corporate governance. Good working, dividend of rupees 5.50 is definitely to be really be happy with it, and also very good market capitalization, whereas lot of the leaders are not that much having market capitalization. So I am very happy with this company. Congratulations for all the awards received by our company and the team. Also, I appreciate very much the CSR work. Now my query, sir. I come first to the ESG, which has everything in it. So my question is, have you thought or gone for the rating? And if so, rating, what is our score? And if our score is very good, are we listed on some dedicated ESG platforms to unlock more and more value for our shareholders and the stakeholders? My second question is, our products, Disruptor, Oshin, Kosoko, Snail Kill, etc., etc. I would like to know which is the best selling product and what is the market share we have in which sort of herbicides, fungicides, how much is our market share? Who is our main competitor in various our lines of business, and especially in the seeds? Third question is, we export in 6 continents in 30 plus countries. Our export is very good, but how much of margins we are getting in these exports? Fourth is, we have 5 plants. What is the average capacity utilization of this plant? Next is how much we spend on R&D innovations, how many employees are employed there in special dedicated R&D, average age and attrition level. I would like to know any capex program for organic or inorganic growth, any acquisitions in future. Rest, of course, it is, I'm being the last, so we can end up fast. With this, I support all the resolutions. I wish my company all the best. May it grow from strength to strength. And one day, of course, it looks like in the market capitalization, we are a leader. So we go all round in leadership. With this, thank you so much. Thanks for giving me a patient hearing, and namaskar.
Thank you. With this, Chairman, sir, all the shareholders who had registered as speakers have now spoken. And I hand it over back to you to take the proceedings forward.
Okay, thank you very much. Again, I should thank our shareholders who have participated for the time and effort they have put into be present and also ask the questions which they have. Uh, I will give you some certain responses and maybe request our management team to also respond where appropriate. By and large, there was a question around the growth of the company. The company's aim is to continue growing, obviously, and we see opportunity, and therefore we prepare ourselves for those opportunities to make sure that we are on the right track to record the growth which we want to register. Bonus shares, these are all matters which are constantly being looked into and discussed, and at some stage or whatever be it, depending on how things pan out, appropriate decisions will be made as to what the future holds insofar as these things are concerned. I can't be more specific than that at this point in time. Insofar as promoters increasing the shareholding, that is not up to me or the company to respond to. It is promoters' personal, matter, which they can take a decision on as and when they feel. So I'll not comment on that. The next set of questions about impact of COVID. Unlike most other companies, yes, we were impacted, but we went through that whole process in such a way that we didn't have to fire employees. We, in fact, over the last several years, added a lot more employees as opposed to firing people. We managed our costs as well as our cash flow extremely well. I must say, management did a brilliant job insofar as these things were concerned, and therefore, the company saw, even during those difficult periods, positive growth rather than in any way being affected by COVID as such. Cost reduction, obviously, it's a growing company. We manage costs as opposed to just reduce costs on an ongoing basis. There is an very strong process to make sure that every rupee invested, whether it is going through the PNL or the balance sheet, is actually giving adequate returns insofar as the business is concerned. Therefore, that is something which is constantly on the radar of management as the company continues to invest and grow. Hybrid AGM, we will think about it. Thank you for that suggestion. That's a good suggestion. At some stage, we would also like to have that feel of one-to-one meeting wherever possible as such. Uh, Going into this ESG, yes, we are rated from an ESG standpoint. We take all the measures to make sure that from our investor standpoint and others, we are they are made aware of the fact that we are seeing, and the testament to the whole ESG initiative is the annual report which you see in front of you. It is an integrated report with a lot of information, as you pointed out. There is enough information to take care of some of these things. Market share, brand competition, you know, we continue to strive for making sure that our brands do very well in the marketplace. We are focused on particular crops, and within particular crops, we work very clearly to sort of establish a very strong presence. Competition is only in the generic space as opposed to where there is already a protection for us from a patent standpoint. But this is an ongoing kind of a changing market, and therefore we continue to keep ourselves ahead insofar as certain brands, certain areas are concerned. Um, we do have considerable exports. Some of the questions or the responses to the questions are sensitive, and therefore whether it is margins or whatever it is, they are all competitive issues which I would refrain from getting into at this point in time. We have a very strong R&D presence. I would like our Vice Chairman and Managing Director Mayank Singhal to talk about the entire R&D and the outlook on that front, so that you get a better perspective on one of our important initiatives insofar as the business itself is concerned. Mayank? Mayank?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. So thank you, Chairman. And once again, a warm welcome to all of you and namaskar. Uh, PI is, as you know, has been inspired by science as its punchline, and obviously we are looking for a purpose of reimagining a healthier planet. As a part of this initiative, we are also looking at aggressive investments in R&D over the past decade. I must share today in India, we have one of the largest integrated research facilities in the agri space, if not the largest in Asia, ranked among the top five in the world, both in terms of efficiency, throughput, and capability. We have more than 900 plus people working in R&D, 600 scientists, 200 PhDs, and the footprint of R&D is further expanding by another 50 to 60 people in this year. The uniqueness of R&D is the ability to have the ability of chemistry, molecular modeling, all the way to biological testing to various process development capabilities, which makes the PI R&D a very unique proposition. The purpose of defining healthier processes from a greener, substantial way that we can help and answer the environment, working with innovators to develop more efficient strategies in terms of competitive capabilities in the space of R&D. Last not least, but in focusing on innovation to deliver better solutions for food production and health of the planet. So, my friends, your R&D is very much given some positive outcomes today. We have more than 150 patents which have been filed, and some of these innovations which are in the space of greener chemistry, in the area of process improvement and innovations, are already put to work at the plants, and the fruits of this would be seen over the next 5 to 7 years. And we continue to build these capabilities at a world-class level with the best of infrastructure and the best of human minds as in line to our vision. So thank you.
Okay, I think those were the questions. I think most of them have been answered. If there are any other queries, shareholders are please requested to write to investor@piind.com, which will be responded to by the management team. Uh, with that, ladies and gentlemen, we have now concluded the business schedule for today's meeting. As previously mentioned, the e-voting facility will remain open for the next 30 minutes. Please make sure you to cast your votes within this time frame if you haven't already done so. The results of remote e-voting and e-voting conducted during this meeting will be declared within 2 working days from the conclusion of this meeting after receipt of the scrutinizer's report. Furthermore, the results shall be made available on the company's website and be intimated to the stock exchanges NSE and BSE. I would like to thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, for being with us at the 76th Annual General Meeting of the company. I extend my sincere wishes for well being, good health, and safety of all our esteemed shareholders. With that, I officially declare this meeting as closed.